Welcome to episode 9 of our educational series on 1031 exchanges. Be sure to watch our series on passive real estate investing basics and real estate taxation basics. We also encourage you to read our book, How to Retire from Being a Landlord, which you can order for free on our website or on Amazon.
The last 8 episodes have focused on complying with 1031 exchange rules in specific situations to complete a tax-deferred exchange. In this module, we'll provide a very cursory overview of a broad category of investments known as passive replacement programs. These properties are designed to provide a new ownership experience for investors seeking to transition from active management to hands-off investing. Equally important, each investment qualifies as replacement property for 1031 exchanges. The first subcategory of passive replacement programs is the standalone single-tenant triple net lease property. As we discuss in greater detail in our Real Estate Investing Basics series, a triple net lease means the tenant is responsible for maintaining and insuring the property and paying the property tax. The most common examples of standalone single-tenant triple net lease properties are fast food restaurants and chain pharmacies.
To invest in one of these properties, the investor must purchase the entire thing, meaning a $500,000 exchange is too small. The ownership experience should be relatively passive, provided the sole tenant does not go out of business during the lease term. Rents are typically fixed, subject to a modest annual increase or inflation adjustment. Individual triple net fast food restaurants, for example, are sold by real estate brokers and are not considered securities. This is because the investor owns the property directly and is not delegating the management of the property to a third party.
The remainder of our passive replacement programs are also securities, which means they're subject to IRS rules for purposes of 1031 exchanges and subject to SEC and FINRA rules with regard to how they're sold and structured. Only a properly licensed representative can sell securitized real estate. For more about securities and syndication, see our other learning modules. The next subcategory falls under the heading fractional title interests. This means your name is on the deed of your 1031 replacement property, along with several other co-investors.
One example is the tenant in common structure, in which up to 35 people are co-owners and co-borrowers of a property, managed by a third party and subject to certain voting rights you retain. Although TIC deals are still around, they are no longer widely syndicated since the great real estate dip of 2008.
Another example of fractional interests are mineral rights. Some firms offer 1031 exchange investors the opportunity to invest in a collection of recorded mineral rights deeds, effectively representing a pro rata share of dozens or hundreds of wells or mining operations across multiple properties. Obviously, the risk profile and tax treatment of such investments is very different than that of traditional real estate.
The most common type of syndicated passive replacement program, of course, is the Delaware Statutory Trust, or 1031 DST. These are programs in which a real estate firm, known as a sponsor, raises equity capital from 100 to 400 investors, all of whom receive a beneficial ownership interest in one or more properties within the trust, with a pro rata share of all potential income and appreciation. Unlike our earlier examples, DST investors are not named on the deed of title, and they are not a party to any loan that may be secured by the property. They are not required to vote on any aspects of management, and the properties are typically leased by either a single occupying tenant or an affiliate of the sponsor. To learn more about DSTs, please watch episode 8 of our passive investing series or our longer video, ABCs of DSTs.
All of the securitized 1031 investment programs are known under securities laws as private placements, meaning they're securities that are not publicly registered with the SEC. As such, only accredited investors may participate. Again, we delve deeper into private placements and accreditation in other episodes.
No two passive replacement securities are the same, but they all have two things in common. They all qualify for 1031 exchanges, and they all offer landlords the opportunity to transition from active to passive ownership, free of the responsibilities and liability of directly owned and operated real estate.
Thank you for watching. Please be sure to watch our other educational modules and visit our website at 1031capitalsolutions.com.